Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Robert Flores, here alongside with former GM Dan O'Dowd and baseball researcher Sarah Langs. MLB Draft Combine is coming up. It's always an exciting time. Dan, what can we expect? What are you going to be looking for?
Welcome to day one of the MLB Draft. Sarah, BP started now, and this is where the scouts really bear down. They're looking at presence in the box. They're looking at the balance, rhythm, and timing of the swings. They're looking at how clean a swing path is. They're looking how connected a player can be to a swing, and they're looking at the ability if they can hit the ball to the entire fields.
And there's so much data that comes along with BP. We've got exit velocity, which means we can look at how often a player's hitting the ball hard. In this day and age, hitting the ball hard has an actual definition. That's 95 plus miles an hour. And why do we care about that? Because in today's game, if you hit the ball hard, you're going to hit about 500 on those random balls with a 1,000 slugging percentage. Another stat we'll look at is launch angle, and what we define as a sweet spot batted ball is 8 to 32 degrees of launch angle, basically a line drive. So I'll be looking at how often these players will be making that kind of contact as well.
You know, think about big league players like Alvarez, Judge, Ohtani, Trout. Their hard hit ball data is crazy. Their launch angles are very consistent. And you add all the things that we're evaluating, and think about, Sarah, the pressure these young players are under right now is probably the most pressure-packed BP these players have ever taken in their careers. That's exactly what you want to see in a BP from a scouting perspective. Backspin line drives all over the field, effortless in his power to right center and left center, and tremendous balance and rhythm and timing right throughout his swing. So we're now into outfield play. This is kind of one of my favorite parts of the combine. Scouts look at this from a variety of different perspectives. They're looking at breaks and angle to the ball, which is crucial for above-average defensive play. This part of the drill, we're looking at how quickly they get to the ball, how under control they are, and the strength of their throws and the accuracy of the throw. Deep down scouting perspective, they're really trying to see the spin on the ball, how clean it is, and so they can get that one-hop throw into third base and home plate.
No, I'm with you on loving this. There's so many different ways to evaluate outfield defense in today's game. Of course, we can measure that arm strength. We can look at that accuracy of those throws, as you were saying. We can also measure speed, which is such an important part of playing the outfield. If you're not fast enough in the outfield to get to that ball, everything else is moot. So we can really measure all different aspects of playing the outfield.
And when you look at some of these players and then you think about the great right fielders, which is the arm strength position in our game, and you think Acuna, and you think about Tatis, you think about Kyle Tucker, Jason Hayward for a long period of time. And Sarah, pay particular attention now how they're making the outfielders move to the ball. They're trying to really see body movement and body awareness and how under control they are athletically when they go to execute this particular skill.
Well, as you said, right field is indeed the premier arm strength position in today's game, and I've got a number of you on that. In 2023, right fielders had an average max effort arm strength of 90.9 miles an hour. That means the top 10% of all right fielders' throws averaged almost 91 miles an hour. That's really incredible to think about.
And if you think about it in a game, when you're trying to build a complete roster, part of it's your defensive acumen. So when you have corner outfielders in particular that can really shut down a running game, that means it changes the whole dynamic of positioning from a competitive standpoint. And so these little simple drills, scouts are now projecting how those players will affect their ability to put that kind of defensive team on the field at the major league level. This player's very raw, great physical tools. You could see that he has not played a ton of baseball. So this is kind of more of a deep projection kid. But the reality of it is the tool set's there. There's crude arm strength. There's athleticism. There's strength to the body. There's no reason in the world he shouldn't turn into an average defender. It's just going to take a lot of patience and a lot of work. Well, we're down to the pitchers now, Sarah, and the variety of things scouts are looking for when they look at pitcher. They're looking at, how well their body works over the rubber. I talk about balance, rhythm, and timing within their delivery. They're certainly looking at arm strength. They're going to measure spin, horizontal movement, but you're really going to look at command. I mean, where the catcher's set up, can you throw the ball to that spot, within the strike zone or outside the strike zone, and can you do that with multiple pitches?
As you said, already a handful of things that will be measured here. Of course, velocity. You mentioned spin rate. Something else close to take a look at is active spin. That's what percentage of that spin rate actually contributes to movement, as opposed to just spinning but not changing the way the ball is actually moving.
And so that's why deliveries are so important. Every one of those metrics, Sarah, is tied to your ability to duplicate your unique body type. And that's why you can get a lot out of these bullpen sessions by bearing down on a pitcher's delivery. Above average. I'm a big believer in looking at hand speed and arm speed, and this young man has both of that. Tremendous feel and spin on his breaking ball, something you really can't teach. Command and control was a little bit spotty, But athleticism and pure arm strength, he goes near the top of the board.
Welcome to day 2 of the MLB Draft Combine at Chase Field in Arizona. I'm Ben Gelman, and today we'll get to see... To the bottom of the first we go. Here's the left fielder, Bob Banks. He looks confident as he steps into the batter's box. Seems like he's immune to all the pressure these young prospects must be feeling. High in the air, out to right. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Hey, we need you right here, one time. This guy will swing at anything. Hey, we got 2.
And he swings and lofts one to deep center. It one-hops off the wall, could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position.
Hey, 2 down here. Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
Hit hard on a line, and it goes just foul.
You got this guy.
All right, one time, right here.
Hard liner. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. One runs in, another comes in to score. 3-0. In safely with a double, second of the day. We head back to the top of the order. Now the left fielder, Bob Banks. This one is labeled.
Come on, ball, get out of here. Get out of here.
It's carrying. That one is gone. Circles the bases. It's 5-1. They are Banks really excelled in this game, helping lead them to the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run. Every time up, he was a threat, and that's a big piece of why they got the win.
Mm-hmm.